Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
All right, we're here with HL Bourgeois head volleyball coach Odimon. Coach, let's talk a little bit about last year's team. Who you lost, and how was the season?
Last year, they received a bit of success. They had a few ups and downs with changes in coaches, but they were able to still be successful and go into the playoffs and compete in the first round. We did lose 3 seniors, but we also have a few other leaders who are still coming back on the court and going to be able to help us hopefully move past the first round. Okay,
let's talk about this year's team now. So, sounds like you got a good group coming back. Let's talk about some of your key players coming.
So we have Bria Butler, who is always going to be a star on the court. She is a big hitter offensively, and she's also going to run our offense this year setting. Hopefully, we'll be able to move her back into the hitting role later in the season. We also have Ayanna Johnson, who is another outside hitter, big hitter for us. We have 2 young middles who are hopefully going to be able to have some breakout seasons. We also have an outside hitter who didn't play previously in previous seasons. She is a senior, Jaden Ruffin. She's super athletic, super eager to play, and hopefully she's going to be able to help us as well.
All right, scheduling is a big part of volleyball. PowerPoints are a big part of volleyball. Who's some of the teams and some of the tournaments you're going to where you'll gather some of these good PowerPoints?
This year we are going to the CCA tournament, and in October we're also going to the Country Day tournament. I think we'll be able to see some different teams from outside of this area and also be able to pick up some PowerPoints as well.
Who are some of the teams in the district? I mean, the district's a pretty good volleyball district. Let's talk about some of your competition in the district.
I am new to the district, but from what I hear, I know Terrebonne had a pretty good team last year. They have lost some of their stronger players, but we'll still have to compete against them. We saw them in the summertime against them at a few of the scrimmages that we went to, but I think we'll have the opportunity to compete and hopefully win against them. I've also heard Destrehan has a good group of kids that we are going to have to be able to compete against, but I think overall we should be able to compete and hopefully win district this year.
Okay, you mentioned the summertime. That's a very important time for volleyball. What did your kids and your players do this summer to improve?
So with me coming in, I had to kind of put the hammer down and create a new culture. So we did a lot of running, conditioning, weightlifting, agilities, a lot of stuff that they never experienced before. So we worked really, really hard this summer. And then we also went to a couple scrimmages at the Terrebonne or at the Thibodeau Wellness Center, and we did some other scrimmaging during the summer to prepare us for the season.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck this year. First year at HL Bourgeois. I know you're going to do good, and hope you have a great season.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here with Coach Sterling Washington, head football coach at HL Bourgeois. Coach, let's talk a little bit about when you took over last year, if I remember right, was the first year?
2 years.
2 years ago. Yes. Time's flying, Coach. How is it from year one to now?
I mean, it's a lot better in reference to the off-season preparation. The biggest thing that, we had to improve on is getting the kids to buy into the weight lifting program and coming into the off season. So I think right now we're moving in a positive direction in that area of weightlifting and off season workouts.
I understand Coach Skippy Ezel's out there with you helping. He works with the quarterbacks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Coach Skippy, Ezel, and myself, we coached at Eleanor together, and right now he is over the quarterbacks. A great guy to be around there. The program, very passionate and very knowledgeable about, the game of football. So it's definitely a plus having him out there.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say what a guy to have working with those quarterbacks with
Yes.
Skippy, man. He does a great job. Let's talk about your team this year, how it looks.
Right now we still a little young. I mean, last year after 2 years of graduating 25 seniors. I mean, last year we played a lot of freshmen and sophomores. This year we're going to be a lot more sophomores and juniors, but at least with the experience, the hard work in the off season, definitely we're looking for definitely a more positive season.
Yeah, word on the street, you're loaded with running backs. A lot of running backs over there.
I think right now we're ahead of the curve in running backs. Right now, a couple of them are a little banged up, from the summer basketball program. So You know what I mean? You know my background in basketball too. So, but right now, you know, I think we have a great opportunity to have, you know, some of the better backs around this area and hopefully throughout the state.
You talked about off-season workouts in the summer. That's very important. You know, they get bigger, stronger, faster in the summer. How did yours go?
Oh, it went really well. I mean, I can just say since I've taken over, we can almost say this probably been the first year that we had over 50 kids buying in on a regular basis. Right now, our numbers are right at between 75 and 80, and I mean, I think that's a definitely something to hang your hat on when you're playing 5A football. You need the numbers, you need more people, you need more subs, and I think we're moving in that direction.
I'm gonna tell you that's a feather in your cap having that many kids. In the past, Bourgeois was always lagging. It just seemed like in numbers, you know. And like you said, you got to have to play 5A football. You better have 75, 80 kids. You got to
Yes.
have them.
Yes.
And so that's a plus for y'all to have that many guys out. Who do you see in the district? In a tough district, who do you see that some of the teams you got to beat?
Oh, I mean, our district is probably the toughest in the state. I mean, you normally have the top teams, the Destrahans, the Hinevilles, the East St. John, you know, make the district, I mean, playoffs every year. This year, I mean, you know, we got new coaches that coming in at Terrebonne, Thibodeau. So, I mean, across the board, you know, I think, you know, our district is one of the toughest in the season. I mean, in the state. I don't think we can take a night off and just, you know, discount anyone, but I think the River Parish really, you know, are the top of the echelons when it comes to our district with, you know, football teams.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate it, and good luck this season with the Braves.
Thank y'all for having us, and we're looking forward to another great season.